If you want to know more about real estate in Minnesota, stay with me.
Join me as I dive into the pros and cons of living by Minnesota lakes and decide if it's truly worth it. There is something special about living by a lake in Minnesota. The tranquility, the scenic views, and the sense of community. It's no wonder why many people dream of those lakeside areas home. But what does it really take to make the most of this lifestyle? Winters in Minnesota can be brutal, and living by a lake often means dealing with harsher conditions. The roads can be dicey, and getting to and from your home can be a challenge. Plus, the cold weather can make outdoor activities more difficult, limiting your lifestyle during the winter months. Accessibility is another issue that often comes up when living by a lake. Depending on the location, it can be difficult to get to nearby towns or cities, which can be frustrating if you need to commute to work or access amenities. Furthermore, lakefront properties often come with a higher price tag, which can be out of reach for many people. And even if you can afford it, there are often specific regulation and restriction to navigate when it comes to building or renovation a property near a lake. Finally, there is the issue of seasonal upkeep. With the freezing and thawing of the lake, you will need to make sure your home is prepared for the changing season, which can be a significant expense. But despite these challenges, living by a lake in Minnesota can be an incredible experience. From swimming and fishing in the summer to ice fishing and snowmobiling in the winter, there is always something to do. And the sense of community that comes with the lake living is hard to beat. From potluck dinners to volunteer events, you will have plenty of opportunities to get involved and meet your neighbors. When it comes to property considerations, lakefront homes often offer a range of amenities from private docks to community beaches. And depending on the location, you may even have access to community events and activities like concerts or fireworks displays. Plus, there is something to be said for the peaceful, serene atmosphere that comes with living by a lake. It's the perfect antidote to the hustle and bustle of city life. And if you're an outdoor enthusiast, you will love the easy access to hiking, biking, and other recreational activities. For me, the most compelling part of living by a lake in Minnesota is the sense of connection to nature. Growing up, my family would spend our summer vacation at the lake house, and I have so many fond memories of swimming, fishing, and exploring the surrounding woods. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are definitely struggles that come with this lifestyle. From the high cost of living to the isolation that can come with being in more rural area. It's not easy. One of the most significant challenges I faced was dealing with the changing seasons. Going from the freedom of summer to the confinement of winter was always a difficult adjustment. Despite those struggles, though, the benefits of lake living far outweighed the drawbacks for me. There is something special about waking up every morning to the sound of birds chirping and the sun rising over the water. So what is the verdict? Is living by a lake in Minnesota worth it? In my opinion, the answer is yes. But it's not for everyone. You need to be willing to put in work to maintain your property, deal with the challenges of rural living, and make the most of the limited accessibility. Thanks for joining me on this, and we discussed all pros and cons of living by lake in Minnesota. If you have any personal experience or tips to share, please leave them in the comments below. And if you are new here, consider subscribing for more content on lakeside living and beyond. Thank you for watching.